You know when Jade, what's her name, was on
Jade Goody,
the Big Brother, and
when
there was
she had that throwdown with Shilpa Shetty.
Yeah, now that was not about race at all. It was all about class.
Yeah,
it really
was
racial. All about class.
No. But it came across racial.
Exactly.
Jade was from a certain place, and Shilpa was from money. Shilpa was from somewhere else, and that caused a clash because obviously Jade didn't like how Shilpa made her feel. But I must admit, Jade didn't really handle it very well. I think Shilpa came out looking rosy from that because she rose above it all the time. I don't think it was racial, but it was definitely it was class.
But it's a class thing, and that's what this is.
Meant as racial.
And I think a lot of the times people get that a bit wrong. In this country, we have a big class divide.
Yeah.
We do.
Ever increasing.
Yeah, well, but that's it, and that's one of the problems, isn't it? And all these people who strive to be a better class, no, you need to strive to be a better person. You
can be a good person regardless of your class.
Of course you can.
But that's not necessarily the same way the other way around.
And I have to say, I was in a relationship once where my partner saw themselves as a lesser class than me, and now I did not understand this at all. Because it never any talk about this, but when it came out, it was so hateful, you know, and I kind of thought, well, what have I done?
But where does that come from? What do you mean class? When we say class, we're talking about money. Were you richer than she was? What are we talking about here?
I think my family was better off than her family. Yeah.
A lot.
I don't know. It's not something
that you talked about.
Yeah, both parents work in both families.
That's working class.
It came out, and I thought, this is so weird. Now, is it because I'm quite middle class? You know,
why do you class yourself as middle class?
My family is middle class. The kind of jobs that my family have, you know, or myself, I've had working class, if you like, jobs. You know, a cleaner. Groundsman, you know, things like that. I've done those jobs. I really don't understand the snobbery that well-off people have.
They can afford to have the snobbery because they've got money.
I just don't get it. I really don't get it.
You say you don't understand it, Tim, because regardless of what you say about your family and being middle class, you're still struggling.
Oh yeah.
That's why you don't understand it.
Yeah.
When you've got something in abundance that you know other people don't have, you can easily say what you like because you've got it. You can easily look down on other people because you have what they don't. That is what this system is about. We live in a system of exclusivity. So I have this, it affords me that. You don't, tough. Aren't I better than you? That is exactly what the money/class system is all about. That is why someone like Cameron doesn't have the first clue of what it's like to relate to a working class person.
Oh, you're going to be cold this Christmas. Put a jumper on. Oh no! Hang on. Well, how am I supposed to cook my food?
Yeah. So basically, you make a choice of whether or not you freeze to death,
or you starve,
or you go hungry for the majority of the winter.
Yeah. And I think people with that attitude think that they work harder than people with less money. You know, and that's one of these things.
I would love to get into a room with someone who feels that way and question them and break that down and find out the truth of that. Because you look at the way the system works and you think people who have to work for their little bit of, you know, their peanuts and a little bit of pittance every month, and then you've got people who have an abundance of money and all the money has to do is sit there in a bank, gather interest, and you're making money off of money sitting there. How can you tell me that in that respect, you are working harder for your money than working class people are? Your money's working for you. We'd all like that. The problem is, the system doesn't allow for that. The system is based on the class divide. It's based on exclusivity. You have money, you know, you can afford something, or you can get the perks. If not, you have to make do. Sorry, that's what it is.